there. Hey guys, it's Asha. Welcome back to Reading with Toby. Today I am so excited to bring you this bonus tier ranking video. I really wanted to make one of these with everything that I watched in 2023. Now, this may not be every single thing that I watched, but I tried to keep track of everything on Letterboxd. Like, that was one of my goals for 2023. I just wanted to keep track of all the movies that I watched. And sometimes you can find the TV shows as well on Letterboxd to also mark, which I wish they also had just like all the TV shows, because that would also be nice. But I tried to put everything in here. I am so excited. I hope you guys are also excited. I will be going through these a little bit more quickly because there's a lot. So I remember to keep it in Google Chrome because my laptop likes Google Chrome a lot better. Today we have some rosé to drink instead of some coffee. It is currently Friday. There's a winter storm brewing outside, so I thought it was the perfect time to do this. Cheers. Let's talk about what I have for the tier ranking system. It is the exact same thing for what I use for the books. So if you want to check out that video, I'll link it down below. I ranked every single book that I read in 2023. Hello, Tobes. First category is Bloody Brilliant. These are top tier best movies that I watched. Fangirl are the ones I know they may not be the best, but I love them so much. They are exactly what I needed, what I love in movies and film and TV. So I fangirl, love it. Next is just thumbs up, mid, you know, like great. I don't really have anything bad to say about it. Next is not for me. I can see that it was good, but it just wasn't my thing. There's Toby. Should you all say hello? Say hello. Hello, Toby. And then lastly is just trash. Like, just I hated it. I didn't like it. I think it goes in the trash category. All right, so I'm going to again not try to talk through these too quickly, or sorry, not try to talk to them too quickly. Not try to talk through them too much. Just kind of quickly go through them because, like I said, there is a lot. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm just gonna randomly do one. Okay, so first thing I see is Do Revenge. This was Netflix. This was a Netflix original. I don't know what made me decide to watch this because I'm not a teen drama team show person, but I really wanted to watch this, and it was like actually pretty good. Like it was exactly what it was meant to be. We'll put it that way. So I'm gonna put it in the thumbs up category. Next is Coraline. I'm just like, again, trying to go through these kind of quickly. Coraline is one of my favorite films of all time. I love Coraline, and I loved it even more this time around. This was like my third or fourth time rewatching it for spooky season, and I think this is bloody brilliant for like the stop animation and how incredible it is. And then I went on a whole like hyper fixation thing where I watched a ton of like behind the scenes of them creating the actual scenes of the stop animation. It was incredible. So Coraline definitely goes in bloody brilliant. Again, next, just randomly picking one. Okay, Deadpool. I do not know what made me rewatch this movie. I think it was on like a Ryan Reynolds kick. You're gonna see a trend where like one thing will happen and it'll lead me down like a rabbit hole of stuff. And I want to say I was on a Ryan Reynolds kick for some reason, and I wanted to rewatch this movie. I didn't like it. I remember liking it the first time I saw it, like kind of liking it. I wasn't like the biggest fan of it. Yeah, I think right here, not for me is like perfect because I don't even think I finished. No, I did finish it. Yeah, because I'm remembering the ending. And yeah, it was like funny, but the humor got a little old. This was definitely made for men. Yeah, I just put it in the not for me category. Sorry about it. Okay, next we have Haunt. So this was a movie that I watched during spooky season. A subscriber actually left this for a comment for me to watch because during my Vlogtober series I asked for a bunch of horror movies because I love horror films, and they recommended this one, and it was interesting. This is like I would call it like a locked room horror because it's about this group of teens that go to this like homemade haunted house, and because it was like homemade, literally anything can happen, so it was very unsettling. I was literally like on the edge of my seat. But then, you know, like most horrors, the ending was kind of like meh, but I actually didn't mind it. Like I thought it was actually pretty good if this is like your kind of thing. It was a little too gory for me. Like I don't like horror that's like especially gory, but I'll put it in the thumbs up. I thought it was pretty good. If you're looking for like a horror movie that no one really talks about, at least I had never heard of it, I recommend it. Okay, next. What's this? Oh, Les Mis. Okay, I love Something About Me. If you don't know, I love musicals. So I love Les Mis. I'm definitely putting this in Fangirl. I cried watching this. This was like my second or third time watching this movie. I loved it so much. So good. Don't really have anything else to add to it. Okay, next, Gone Girl. Okay, I rewatched, but I've obviously read the book and loved the book. Upon my rewatch, it was not as good as I remember. And I am a Ben Affleck girl. Like, I love Ben Affleck. I think he's so good. So I'm just gonna put this in thumbs up. Like, it obviously it's not a bad movie. This is like the best of these so far. So yeah. Okay, next, I'm just randomly clicking on things. Okay, Beau is Afraid. Oh my gosh, I was so excited for this movie because Ari Aster is one of my favorite directors. He made Midsommar, he made Hereditary. Hereditary is my favorite horror film, one of my favorite films of all time. And so I was so excited to see Beau is Afraid because this was his new release. I went to the movie theaters to see this. It was weird, wild, crazy. Joaquin Phoenix did such an incredible job. And I could not stop thinking about this movie. I have a vlog where I went to go see it. I couldn't stop thinking about it. So I really liked it and I need to rewatch it because once you get to the end and you realize what Ari Aster was trying to do, I thought it was pretty brilliant, but I'm not gonna put it in the bloody brilliant category. I don't know why. It just doesn't quite fit there, but I do think, I don't know. I can't really pick. I'm just gonna put it in front of it just because. But I thought this movie was really good. It's definitely not for everyone. If you hated this movie, I get it. Okay, Don't Worry, Darling. All right, so this movie, would it bad if I put this in trash? You know, I'm gonna put this in trash. I'm so sorry. This movie, I actually watched this movie twice. Not this year. I think I watched it when it first came out. Then I watched it again because it was on streaming and I was like, let me just see it again because I saw a bunch of TikToks. They're like, there were so many things that you like missed that were very subtle. I think the best thing about this movie was like all the drama surrounding it, to be honest, and Florence Pugh's acting, obviously. Beef. Okay, this is the Netflix original TV show. This goes up here in Bloody Brilliant. This show is so good. I'm so happy that they won Golden Globes. Yeah, I'm so happy they won Golden Globes. It started to get weird and bizarre towards the end of the show, but I really, really loved it. If you haven't seen it, go watch it. Next, okay, we have Taking Care of Maya. This was a documentary film. Oh, I think we should put this in thumbs up. This is like a really hard one to watch because if you don't know, I am a pediatrician. I am a doctor, so this was like very real for me, and I can just put myself in these doctor's shoes and like, I don't know. This was just a very strange movie. Go watch it. It's very sad. It's very hard to watch, and especially as a pediatrician, like we were all talking about this movie at work just because it's just so like, it's really sad. But yeah, we'll just put it in thumbs up. Okay, next we have, oh, The Fall of the House of Usher, which was the new TV show. I forget his name, Mike something. I forgot how his last name, but he created, you know, The Haunting of Hill House, Midnight Mass, which is my favorite. And I really enjoyed this. Like, as I was watching it, I bloody loved it. I'm gonna put this in Fangirl because, to be honest, I thought about it since I finished it. And Midnight Mass, it didn't beat Midnight Mass, but I still really loved it. I thought it was a good time. I thought it was filmed so well. Acting was so good. Interesting stories. I liked it. Okay, next, what's this? Oh, Miss Americana, which is Taylor Swift's documentary. I mean, I am a fangirl, so we're gonna put it in Fangirl. That's like my second or third time watching that movie. Okay, Fight Club. All right, I decided to rewatch this. I don't know. I think I was on some hyperfixation thing or something got me wanting to rewatch this. And this movie was good, but I'm gonna put it in the thumbs up category. Probably goes like here, just because like now that I'm an older woman, I see how sexist this movie is and how much it was made for men. And some of you are probably like, well, duh, But when I was younger and I watched it, I thought it was so brilliant and so good, which it is. Like, this movie is still like really good. I give it its due. But I realized just how sexist it is and how much this was made for men. Okay, Hamilton, again, love musicals. This goes in Bloody Brilliant. I can't wait. I don't know when I'm gonna see Hamilton live. It will happen in my lifetime. We're gonna put it in Bloody Brilliant. Okay, Ant-Man and the Wasp, like the new one, Quantumania. Does it go in trash? I feel like it wasn't like completely trash, because I remember, I think I saw this in, did I watch this in theaters? I remember watching this with my brother, but I can't remember if we watched it in theaters, if we just watched it streaming. I can't remember, but oh no. Because I feel like it's not for me. It just like wasn't that good. So maybe that means it's trash. But it wasn't like absolutely horrible. I feel like the Ant-Man series in general aren't that great. Like, oh, Bones and All. Okay, I love this movie. This is the same director who did Call Me By Your Name, which is my favorite film of all time. I love this movie. I need to rewatch it. This goes up here in like Bloody Brilliant. Wait. Maybe, I don't know if, I don't know if I can organize these top ones. No, Coraline, I don't know. I loved it. I love this movie. I thought it was so good. So many incredible shots, especially like the wide shots when they're like out in the American landscape. I loved it. Okay, next. Let's just go ahead and do Call Me By Your Name, because it's the same director. As I said, my favorite film of all time. Goes in Bloody Brilliant. I rewatch this movie every year. I love this movie so much. Every time I watch it, it's just so incredible to me. Everything about it, amazing. Okay, next, No Hard Feelings. Okay, this movie, the trailer looked so good. I was like so happy Jennifer Lawrence is back. It looked funny, it looked cute. I was super excited. I couldn't even finish this movie. It just made me so uncomfortable. This movie goes in trash. I'm sorry, this movie was so bad. I don't know people who like this movie. No, this is like the last. Yeah, I thought this movie was so, I couldn't even finish it. Because, first of all, Jennifer Lawrence, she's a great actress, obviously. Like, she did well in this movie. But it made me so uncomfortable because she's like a 30-something. And she looks her age, which isn't like an insult, but she looks her age. And she's trying to like sleep with this like 18-year-old. He looks 18. And just to get a car, it just made me so uncomfortable. And I was just kept thinking that like if it was switched, like the male was like a 30-something trying to like was getting paid to sleep with an 18-year-old girl, like no, that movie would have got canceled immediately. And I just didn't like it. It was just so predictable. I didn't like it. Trash. No, I couldn't even finish it, so no. All right, next we got American Manhunt, the Boston Marathon bombing. So this is a docu-series. I don't think this is kind of old, but I decided to watch it on a whim. I don't know, I'll get in this mood where I want to watch a documentary series. I thought this was really good, actually, so I'm gonna put it up here in fan. I wish that like we've got more of like the brother after they captured the younger brother, like of his thoughts, and like I wish someone interviewed him and we got more of like his story, just because it's just so interesting. But yeah, this is wild. If you haven't watched it, it's on Netflix. It's a really great documentary series. Okay, next. Fleabag. This is probably like one of my top favorite shows of all time, top 5. And I rewatched specifically season 2. This goes up here in Bloody Brilliant. This is like one of the best seasons of television ever made. Like season 2 is incredible. And not just because Andrew Scott is in it, that does help, but this is just like so good. And the best opening scene of a season ever. Are you kidding me? Where she's like, this is a love story. So good. Anyways, I love this so much. Hammer, I think that's what it's called. Yeah, obviously I wanted to watch this because Call Me By Your Name is my favorite movie of all time. And when all this stuff came out about Armie Hammer, it's really sad. Watch this documentary. Didn't really change your mind about him. It's like, I mean, it was like, just put it in the thumbs up because I learned a lot about him and his whole family. And it's also very sad. Moana, I rewatched Moana. Why did I rewatch Moana? That's just so random. I really liked Moana. I'm gonna put it up here in Fangirl. I feel like it goes like here. I rewatched this, and can we talk about, no one talks about how Moana, there is absolutely no love interest. She goes on her adventure and saves her island, and there's no love interest. That's amazing. Okay, Freaky Friday. All right, so this one, I was like flying abroad and I just randomly downloaded this movie that I could watch. This movie was so good. So good. Like, seriously, amazing. I'm gonna put it up here in Fangirl. Like, if you go rewatch this movie, you will be surprised at how good it is. I'm telling you. Okay, what's this? The Only Living Boy in New York City. Oh, I think I started watching this because of Calum. What's his name? Calum Turner? Tullum? What's his name? I'm looking it up. Calum Turner. Yes, he's a British actor. He was in Fantastic Beasts. He plays the brother of Newt Scamander. Very attractive man. So I wanted to watch more films of his because I haven't seen that many. And apparently he's dating Dua Lipa now, which lucky woman. This was just okay. It's not trash. It's just like fine. Oh, May December. So this is the new movie that everyone and their mom was talking about on Netflix with Natalie Portman and what is her name? I'm blanking on her name. But like these two incredible actresses. This was a good movie, but this one just not for me. Like, I finished it and I was like, oh yeah, that was good. Like, that was well made, incredible acting, some cool shots, but I don't know. I like didn't really, something about it like made me like, I don't know. I don't know if it goes in the thumbs up. No, yeah, because I feel kind of like about it. Like, Natalie Portman's monologue in this though was incredible. But overall, I'm just like meh. But you can argue with me and say that this was amazing, and I'll be like, yes, I agree with you. I understand that you think it is good because I get it, but for me, I don't know, it's just fine. Don't come at me. Okay, Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl. I was obsessed with these films when I was like in high school. So I rewatched the first one and it was just as good as I remember. It goes up here in Fangirl. Loved it so much. Next is Harry Potter. Oh, okay, so this year I went on a little Harry Potter rewatching journey. I was never like that big of a fan of the films, I will say. I never really got why people love them so much. But I did rewatch some of them because they were all on HBO. And what's this one? This one is, oh, The Goblet of Fire. Okay, we'll put The Goblet of Fire in thumbs up. I think like there, it looks good. Let's just go ahead and do the rest of the Harry Potter. I also watched Prisoner of Azkaban, which also is a thumbs up. I think I like this one a little bit more than Goblet of Fire. And then I watched, where's the other one? Here it is. Ooh, okay, Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Okay, this movie, this is my favorite book of the series. But besides that, this was like actually incredible. Like, this movie was filmed so well. It was dark. The writing was good. Like, I thought this was actually like, it like Harry Potter itself is great, but then like this itself as just like a movie on its own was so good. Like, I loved it so much actually. Okay, next, Barbie. Of course, I loved Barbie. Barbie goes up here in Fangirl. This is 65 with Adam Driver, which is the reason why I wanted to watch it. I honestly forgot that I watched it. But it wasn't like that bad or anything. It had a cool little plot twist. So I'll put it up here in thumbs up. John Wick. Okay, so before we talk about the first one, which I've seen before I watched it this year, I watched John Wick 4 when I was on a cruise. You know how they like play movies on cruises? So they were playing John Wick 4, so me and my brother watched it, and I thought it was just okay, honestly. It was like a thumbs up moment. Maybe like here. And then I remember like when I watched John Wick a long time ago, the first one, I loved it. I thought it was so good. And then over Christmas, I rewatched it with my family because my brother wanted to see the first one, and it wasn't as good as I remember. I think it's another like thumbs up situation, so I'm just gonna put it here. Yeah, there we go. Okay, Past Lives. So of course I watched this one because everyone and their mom talks about it. This was of course really great. I did cry watching this, but it wasn't like super I feel like I need to see it again, so I'm gonna put it over here in thumbs up. This is definitely like one of the better films. It was like really slow, but obviously it was great. Like, who am I gonna come on to say Past Lives wasn't good? Okay, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse. I saw this one in theaters. Obviously incredible. Ooh, does it go up before or behind Coraline? Ooh, yeah, I think because this, I mean, obviously like these animated Spider-Man movies with Miles are incredible, but like every shot was like candy for your eyes. Like they are so beautiful. Like the animation, amazing. So yeah, it definitely goes up there in Bloody Brilliant. Okay, The Creator. Me and my brother went to go see this in the movie theaters, and I liked it. I thought this was a good time. I'm gonna put it in thumbs up. I'm gonna put it here. I really liked it. I thought it was fun. Okay, Black Panther. This one I'm gonna put it in thumbs up. This is probably like the best of like the newer Marvel movies, because we all know Marvel has not been doing it lately. They have not been that good lately, but this is probably like the best of the new ones. I'll probably say I don't even know how to rank this above or behind Gone Girl. It was obviously incredible. It did feel very long, I will say that, but I still loved it. Okay, next. I'm trying to go faster. Breakfast at Tiffany's. I don't know what made me rewatch this movie. I have no idea, but I really love this. I'm gonna put this up here in Fangirl. So good. This was a rewatch for me and I loved it. And oh, okay, I guess not. Bodies, Bodies, Bodies. Of course I wanted to see this because I love horror films. Yeah, I think here in thumbs up. Like I thought it was just fun. I'm trying to see where it should go. Yeah, above Do Revenge, maybe like here. Sure, it was fine. I haven't thought about it since. Okay, Daisy Jones and the Six. I loved this TV show. I didn't really care for the book, but I loved the show. Like I watched it twice. I thought it was so good. So I'm definitely a fangirl. Yeah, I think there's a good spot. I loved it, and I will be rewatching it again this year. I thought it was so good. Dune. Okay, Dune was bloody brilliant. I'm gonna put it back here. I finally watched it, and yeah, it's so good. I need to rewatch that one too, because I watched it on my laptop or my iPad when I was abroad, but I want to watch it on like my big screen with my sound bar and everything. I need to rewatch that one, and I'm very excited for the sequel. Okay, Eat Wheaties. Okay, this was a movie that I randomly watched when I was on a cruise. They have like free movies that you can watch in your room, and they had this one. Super random, but it was cute. I really liked it. It goes up here in the thumbs up category. Yeah, I feel like there. Actually, I feel like before John Wick 4. It was really cute. I liked it. And this actor, I forget his name, but I really like him. Okay, I'm trying to go faster. Evil Dead Rise. I watched this, I think, during spooky season because a lot of people were talking about it. And I think I want to put this in not for me, just because, yeah, I feel like, no, actually I like this. No, yeah, I like that. This is like, again, not my kind of horror, but there were some actual like beautiful shots in this one. And I could see how people would like it, but just not for me. Okay, let's just do some more horror movies. The Conjuring I rewatched, and it was actually so good and genuinely terrifying. So that goes up here in Fangirl. I'm gonna put it like here. I don't really know how to like rank these and how to do these. You guys know. The Notebook I rewatched. I love this movie so much, just like everyone else. So we're gonna put it up here, sure. John Mulaney, Baby J. This was his new comedy special. It was pretty funny. I really liked it. Something else really strange about me is that I love stand-up comedies. Like I watch them all the time. Although like more recently, they haven't been that good, I have to say. I feel like, no, like this. Yeah. Oh wait, no, like this. There we go. Okay, My Policeman, I watched this. Harry Styles, he did a pretty good job, although the other actor was incredible. This was fine. Thumbs up, sure. Trying to rank these, like situate them in the actual things, like I don't know. Sure, no, John Wick 4, yeah, I guess that's fine. Okay, Ghosted, was this like a joke? I feel like this was like a joke. Like I feel like Chris Evans was like, let's just make a movie and see if people will watch it no matter what, which is what happened, because this movie wasn't good. This movie was not good. Like I feel like anyone who watched this movie was like, it wasn't good. And there was just all these what is it called, cameos, like it wasn't good, but there it is. Okay, next. Oh, Transformers Rise of the Beast. This was another one that I watched on the cruise, and it was like exactly what you expect from a Transformers movie. Sure. Candyman, I watched this for the first time during spooky season, and it was good, genuinely scary. I'm gonna put it like here. It was actually pretty good. Okay, Anna Karenina, I watched this because I read the book last year and I loved the book, one of my favorite books now of all time, and I obviously wanted to watch the film. So this movie, as a piece of, like, as a film itself, was really good and some beautiful shots, so it was made so well. But as an adaptation of the book, I didn't like it. But as a piece of art itself, I thought it was great. So I'm gonna put it up here in thumbs up. Here. Because also Aaron Taylor Johnson as Vronsky, yeah. And also the guy who played Levin, loved him too. He's a really great actor. Okay, what else we got here? Okay, Hunger Games. I rewatched this because everyone was talking about it. The new movie's coming out, which I do want to watch because it actually does look good. All right, don't get mad at me, but I couldn't even finish this movie. It was not as good as I remember. Why did we love this movie so much? I'm so sorry. Also, why did we think Jennifer Lawrence's acting was so good in this? I don't understand, because she is a good actress, but in this movie she like just made the same expression for like half the movie. She barely acted. I don't understand. I'm putting this in not for me. I did not think this was, I'm sorry, it wasn't like that. I'll put it like here. Yeah, that feels right. Okay. Red, White, and Royal Blue. I love this movie so much. This movie was so cute. This movie made me blush. I talked about it with all my friends. I'm still trying to plan, me and Mike, because we're all so busy, but I'm still trying to plan a freaking wine night where they come over and we watch this movie, because I know they're gonna love it so much. I'm in love with Taylor, what's his name? Taylor something, Harper, whatever. Definitely fangirl. Like, I love this movie. Yeah, I thought the movie was so good. I watched it twice. It was so good. Oh, Taylor Swift Reputation Stadium Tour. I obviously had to rewatch this before it went off Netflix. This goes in fangirl moment. Don't be mad about where I put it. I am Reputation stan. Okay. Oh, Soft and Quiet. So this was a horror movie that I got a recommendation off of TikTok, which I no longer take TikTok movie recommendations really, because I've watched a couple. I feel like did I watch a couple? Or maybe, I think it was after this Soft and Quiet. I was like, oh, okay, I'm never taking TikTok recommendation again. Yeah, this one was just like meh. The acting was not that good in it. Yeah, nah. Okay. Scream 2. I watched Scream in 2022. I rewatched the first Scream. I loved it so much, so I wanted to rewatch the second one this year for spooky season, and I really liked it. So I'm gonna put it up here in fangirl. I didn't like it as much as the first one. It doesn't go back there, don't worry. Maybe like, no, maybe I don't really know. Maybe like that? I don't know, sure. But I really liked it a lot. Okay, Parasite. I rewatched this one because this is one of those movies where like I feel like I needed to rewatch it. this is like this is one of the best horror movies ever. Like, not even like my opinion, just ever. This movie is incredible. Amazing. So this definitely goes up here in Bloody Brilliant. I don't know, this movie was amazing. And upon my rewatch, I obviously caught so much more and realized how incredible it was. So I loved it so much. Okay, next, okay, Spencer. All right, so this is the first film that I watched of the year. I just have like a very strong memory of this because I watched like the first half of it. I went to Dubai for New Year's last year. I watched the first half of it on the flight there because it was like the last movie that I watched, of course. And I was in Dubai for like a week and I could not stop talking about that movie. And then I finished it on the flight back and I loved it so much. I was giving my mom, because I went with my mom, like a whole thesis about this film and how incredible it is. I was comparing it to Blonde, which I watched in 2022, and how much better it is at like showcasing an iconic woman, like an iconic complicated woman, and like what women go through, and just how they did it without like over sexualizing a woman and all of this stuff. And also Kristen Stewart did such an incredible job. I love this film so much, and I really need to rewatch it. Like, I love this so much. Loved it so much. Okay, Requiem for a Dream. I rewatched this and it made me cry, of course. This is definitely fangirl. This movie's incredible. I'm gonna put it there, sure. Swarm. Okay, this is a TV show that I watched, which was so good. It also goes up here in fangirl. Wait. No, I feel like, actually, no, wait. Maybe like this? Again, I don't really know. But this movie, I mean, this show, was this on Amazon? No, Hulu or Amazon Prime, I can't remember. But if you haven't seen the show, you need to watch it. So good. This girl, I forget her name. The most incredible acting. Like, she did such a good job. Wow. Okay, speaking of another horror thing that I watched, film, this is Talk to Me. I thought this was so good. I'm so happy I finally watched this. I'm putting this up here in Bloody Brilliant. No, not above Parasite. That's silly. That's crazy talk. I'll put it like that. So I love Talk to Me. I love the ending. I love everything about this. I love that it was starring a black family, but it didn't have any of the black horror tropes, like none at all. It just was what it was, and I loved it so much. Okay. Troy, I rewatched this. I was obsessed with this movie in like middle school, high school. I rewatched this movie so many times. I love this movie so much. So this obviously goes up here in fangirl. I don't know, sure, that's fine. Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I rewatched this. So this was not as good as I remember. It was still good. It was still like a fun time, but I think this goes more in like the thumbs up. Yeah, this is just definitely a lot more fun than I remember, and it didn't take itself too seriously, which I think I just noticed as I'm older. But yeah, I still liked it. Oh, The Menu. I thought The Menu was so good, so good. And I've still talked about this movie to this day. Like, I bring it up and I recommend it to people because I think a lot of people will like this one. So there's that one. Okay, Star Wars The Force Awakens. So this movie I watched with like a live orchestra, which was incredible. And this movie was a lot better than I remember, but I'm gonna put it over here in like thumbs up. Logan, I think this was the last movie that I watched of the year. I watched it with my family over Christmas, and yeah, this was pretty good. This was a rewatch for me. It wasn't as good as I remember, but it was still like really good. No, maybe like that. I don't know. Sure. Okay. I guess I don't know how to rank these like this. Okay, we're almost done. Two more. Saltburn. No, let's just do The Adam Project. So this one I watched on a whim on Netflix, and then I rewatched it again with my family because I was like, I think everyone would love this. They didn't really like it. I thought this movie was so good. It's so cute. It's such a good like family movie. This was on Netflix, and this is starring Ryan Reynolds. I loved it. I thought this, and I still stand by it. When I rewatched it with my family, I was like, this movie's so good. It's just a good family movie. I love it. I recommend it. And And then lastly, Saltburn. Obviously, if you watched my other videos, you know that I bloody love this movie so much. Now everyone and their mom is talking about this movie, which is a little annoying because when I saw it when it first came, I'm gonna be that person right now. I saw it when it first came out. No one had heard about it. No one watched it. I talked to everyone at work and like all my friends. I was like, yeah, I watched this movie, Saltburn. You probably won't like it, but I loved it. And everyone was like, what movie? I've never heard of it. And now everyone and their mom is talking about it. But I loved it. I am one that love this movie, and I have since rewatched it. I went to the movies twice to see this movie. That's how much I love it. Obviously it goes up here in Bloody Brilliant. I think like here behind Coraline. Yeah, that feels right. And then I have since watched it on streaming service, obviously, and it was just as good. So I loved it. So okay, we did it. That is everything that I have watched in 2023 for the most part. I'm sure I'm missing some things, especially like, oh my gosh, I just thought, wasn't Game of Thrones or House of the Dragons? Oh my gosh. Yes, that goes up in Bloody Brilliant, just so you know, because I just thought about that. Oh, I told myself to put that on there because I couldn't find it on Letterboxd. House of Dragons goes up in Bloody Brilliant, but as I was just about to say, I'm sure I'm missing some things, especially TV shows. I need to just make a list of TV shows as I watch them for next year. So here are all the things that I watched, them ranked. Let me know what you think down below. Tell me your favorite thing that you watched in 2023. I really want to know, especially if I haven't seen it, so that I can watch it. My favorite thing, I know I said I counted rewatches, but I'm not gonna count rewatches now because it would be like Call Me By Your Name and Fleabag. Those are my like favorite things. Actually, wait, I think Saltburn I liked more than Bones and All. Hold on, I'm seeing this. Not more than, and okay, I think it goes like that. There we go. So I think my favorite things that I watched this year, like new things, Spencer, yeah, love that movie so much. Spencer and Saltburn. Please let me know your thoughts down below. I hope you all enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you all in my next one. Bye.